Video 9. Teaching the Healthcare Worker. Welcome! In this video, you will be given tips and a guide on how to teach the healthcare worker how to use and operate the solar suitcase. Give an excellent training, and you can help empower the midwives to use their systems well and to train new healthcare workers that arrive at the facility. You can find more information on teaching healthcare workers in your installation guide. While teaching the solar suitcase to the healthcare workers, refer to the user manual frequently so that they can become comfortable accessing it when they need help. There are a few things to organize before you begin teaching. First of all, make sure you have the correct people in the room. This includes all maternity staff, security, and in charge of the facility. The training will take about an hour, so decide on a time that is convenient for everyone, especially the key user, the midwife. Finally, be prepared. Set up the solar suitcase and appliances in advance and know all the information that you need to teach. We will go over this in more detail later in the video. Let's begin by thinking about how people learn well. Here are some tips that will make teaching easier for you and more enjoyable for the healthcare worker. Speak slowly and clearly, preferably in the local language. Make the healthcare workers interact with the solar suitcase and get comfortable with all appliances. Repetition is important for learning, so repeat key concepts. Check the healthcare workers' understanding by asking questions and having them demonstrate what they have learned. Encourage them to ask questions. Reinforce reasons for training. When teaching, remind the healthcare worker that proper usage will ensure the midwives have light when they most need it. Now that you know the basics of training, let's take a look at the best way to teach healthcare workers how to use the solar suitcase. Follow along with the teaching guide found under Teaching the Healthcare Worker section of your installation guide. Use the solar suitcase user manual as a teaching tool. Follow this order and your training will be successful. And remember to check for understanding at every step. What to teach healthcare workers? After introducing yourself, give a brief overview of how the solar suitcase receives, stores, and uses power. Ask someone to turn on the main switch and then talk about the importance of keeping the main switch always on. When the solar suitcase is on, explain the display screen. Remember to refer the healthcare workers to the user manual so that they become familiar with it. Review the quick guide on how best to use the solar suitcase and when to charge appliances. Talk about the lights, how to turn them on, and change their brightness setting. Ask the healthcare worker to turn on the light and change its brightness. After the lights, you can talk about the appliances, how and when to charge them, and how to use them. However, rather than showing them how to use the appliances, ask the healthcare worker to show you how to operate each appliance. Headlamps, photodoppler, battery charger, and charging your phone. While teaching, follow along in the user manual. With the healthcare worker, go through the troubleshooting section in the user manual. Finally, remind the healthcare worker to refer to the user manual when they need more information and that it is their responsibility to train new healthcare workers. Let's review some important points for how to teach health workers to use the solar suitcase. Prepare, prepare, prepare. The more you prepare, the better your lesson. Use repetition to help participants to remember important points. Engage with all of your participants. Ask them to demonstrate how to use the solar suitcase and appliances. Follow the order of training as outlined in the installation guide and refer to the user manual often. And check for understanding by asking questions. Thank you for watching this video on teaching healthcare workers how to use the solar suitcase. You are now ready to be a successful teacher.